What's going on, guys? This is Razor bringing you some kill confirmed with the Executioner. Yeah, I got this Peacekeeper, but I ain't fucking gonna use it 'cause I ain't a bitch. Long barrel, fast mags, as always, the Executioner. Because I like giving myself a challenge. I've said this so many times before, I don't understand why people want to make the game so much easier than it already is. Because Call of Duty, it's a really easy game. It's really easy to pick up. It's really easy to learn and understand. It's easy to play, and it's incredibly easy to do very well with. It just is. That's just the way the game works. It has nothing to do with really the community or how good you are or guns or the way that the game is just made to be easy. And this isn't like a knock on Call of Duty at all. I mean, I like it. I play it a lot. But it's just, you're lying to yourself if you don't think that this is an easy game to play and do very well in without a whole lot of trying. Because, look at me, I'm using an Executioner here. If I was, trying to put myself at a disadvantage in like a super competitive game, like, I don't know, League of Legends or StarCraft or, something that's highly competitive, if you put yourself at a huge disadvantage by handicapping yourself using the weakest gun in the game in this instance, then you're not gonna have a good time. And I know this is just a pub lobby, and the gun isn't super terrible. I mean, it's crap. I mean, it'll shoot out used gum wrappers most of the time, and you won't get a single kill. But it still deals out damage at point blank range, and if that's what it takes, that's what I'm gonna have to do. Because I like setting up challenges for myself, because the game is just too easy otherwise. If I give myself, an MSMC and all the right perks and all the right score streaks and everything, if I put myself in a position where the game can be least challenging, the least challenging it can be, then I don't have fun. That's just the way that it works for me. For some people, Call of Duty is more difficult because they don't have gun skill. They don't they don't want to put in time and effort to pick up on things, or if they're just dumb or lazy, or can't hold a trigger properly, or whatever. Then they have to put it upon themselves to make the game easier for them. Otherwise, they don't have fun, which is understandable when you think about it. Yeah, we always love to gripe on these kids for using the try-hard, setups and whatever that may be. But it makes sense in their eyes. They want to. The game is too hard for them because they're not very good. So what they do is they try to balance that out by making the game play itself for them as much as it can, by choosing the easiest, strongest guns, by using the cheapest attachments and equipment and score streaks and whatnot. Because for me, it's not hard, so I can go ahead and give myself the Executioner and big score streaks like Swarm or Attack Dogs or VSAT, VTOL, whatever it is, and I can still get it. I mean, it's more of a challenge to do that than to try to put on a Peacekeeper and do UAV counter UAV hunter killer drone. That's really easy. Anybody can do that, but I'm not just anybody. I'm capable of doing more, so I do more. Otherwise, it's like you're lying to yourself, kind of a thing. But you understand why people play in certain ways, why they'll camp in corner with a noob tube and a trophy system to protect themselves from good players. You understand why they do that, because otherwise, instead of going 2-26, they're going 0-30. I mean, do the math. Which would you rather do? And we all share common goals and ideas. We all want to do well, and we all want to have fun. Is the thing. If you're having fun, then you're winning in my book. If you're having fun at other people's expense, then you're not winning, because you're getting a net zero or a negative when it comes to the experience of other people. Now, of course, you can't always control how, you know, other people will experience the game. I mean, if you kill them, you know, they'll get angry some of the times. There's no stopping that. But if you're playing the game in a cheesy way that you know, you're cheating, you're hacking, you're boosting, you're, you know, sitting in a corner with a fully automatic noob tube, you know, I mean, it's like you know that you're doing something wrong. You know that you're doing something wrong. You know that you're cheating. You know that you're being a little bitch. But if you're just running around with an executioner, you know, you can go super negative. But if you're having fun, you're winning. You're winning. I mean, Call of Duty players are always they're an angry bunch. I'm not gonna lie, and you know, we've all been part of that. If we played Call of Duty, we're very critical, and we get you know, upset with the game very easily just because of our relationship with Call of Duty. And you know, sometimes it'll change up if we play other games. But when it comes to Call of Duty, we all share the same frustrations because of the way that the game is built and the way that it is played, how fast it is, and how it has to cater to such a huge audience. So there has to be something there for everyone, for all skill levels, and you know whatever it is. There's only so much that you can do, though. And you look at people like certain commentators or players that you know, that you play with, and you know, those couple of guys that they really seem like they're always having a bad time even when they're doing well. It's like, why are you doing this? Why I mean, obviously some people on YouTube it's like, oh, I just do it for the views, gotta get that money, and you know, and all this shit, which is, you know, on one side understandable. Like if that's something that you feel like you need to do, I mean, it sucks that you feel that way. But at the same time, you do kind of understand it. But you would think that they could put themselves in a better position than they are. But you know, sometimes, you know, that's much easier said than done. However, there's also, you know, plenty of other people that you know or play with or watch on YouTube that, you know, they probably go negative every single time, but they're having a blast. They're joking around. They're having fun with their friends and whatnot. You take a look at the crew, and they don't pride themselves on being great at the game. If anything, they take pride at times for doing not so well, and the other people getting angry when the tables get turned, even for just a second. But those guys have more fun playing in the game than like your typical commentator, because the way that they choose to play it, you know, they don't need to sit in the back of the map with noob tubes or whatever. They'll use, you know, crappy shotguns or pistols or crossbows or something like that. And, you know, if you're having more fun than the other guy, and it's not at anyone's expense, then you're winning that game. You know, regardless of what the score says at the end, you're winning that game. And that's why I'm not always going to be, like, using the same weapons or the strong stuff, because, like, that's not fun to me. If I post up, like, a 40-5 gameplay with the, I don't know, the MSMC, I'm not going to be having as much fun as if, you know, I got that same score with the Executioner here, which, you know, it's a more fun gun to use. Yes, it's more difficult, and that's not always a direct correlation. You know, the most difficult thing isn't always the most fun. I mean, just try to use a fucking assault shield in this game. It sucks, man. I can't wait till we can get an actual riot shield in our hands when Call of Duty Ghosts comes out. That's probably one of the few things I'm looking forward to in the new Call of Duty. But when I do that for myself, I have more fun. And, you know, if other people get angry that I'm killing them with such a weak gun, you know, that's on them. That's how they choose to play. They chose to get angry. They chose to use the super strong setup. And when the math doesn't work in their head, be like, no, wait, my PDW is supposed to beat the Executioner every time, and that doesn't make sense in their head. So, like, you know, when the Executioner beats them, they don't understand that. It's like, oh, well, this guy was just better than me. No, it's always going to be like, oh, he was hacking, oh, he was cheating, oh, he was camping. I mean, because look at this, guys. I'm camping my ass off this Executioner. That's the only way you can get 41 kills. The Executioner is to camp, right? You know, at least you would think so if you were listening to other people. But I like changing up the game mode. As you can see, I'm playing hardcore here. kill confirm, like changing the game logo, like changing up the weapons, because that's how I have fun, and that's how I win, picking up merciless streaks. You know, this game will give you rewards, you know, if you play the game well, but it's more rewarding to yourself if you play it in certain ways, you know, according to your play style. Fucking double killed everything with the Guardian, pretty snazzy. So that's how I play the game. That's how I have fun, and that's why I like playing Call of Duty. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. How do you like playing the game? How do you have fun? And why do you like Call of Duty? This has been your boy Razor13 on a 41-9 hardcore kill confirm gameplay here with the Executioner. I hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe if you want to do yourself a favor, and I will see you next time.